Hi guys, today is all about Edikang Ikong soup. That's vegetable soup, but the Efik way. Efik. Enyene Edikang Ikong. So I'm going to teach you how to get your Edikang Ikong looking this way. First and foremost, you have to cook with low heat. Okay. All right, so we start from the end to the beginning. This is the Edikang Ikong. Chop your vegetable, this spinach, but preferably use water leaf. But because I don't have access to water leaf, I had to use spinach. Chop it finely until it's tiny pieces. You have to chop it. I don't want to see big leaves inside the soup. It has to be finely chopped. Okay, this is Edikang Ikong you're cooking, not any other soup. Edikang Ikong is a very technical and complex soup to make. A lot of people don't get it. And the trick to making Edikang Ikong is you have to season your meat to ensure that the water is dried. You must not allow any water inside this meat. Cook it until the meat stock is dried and you have the dried stock. That is what you're going to use to cook the Edikang Ikong. Then have enough crayfish, and your ugu leaf must not have water inside it. Okay, I love to use fresh pepper. You see the meat, it does not have any meat stock at all. Make sure you also have your palm oil and your seasoning ready, and then we're all good and ready to make this effort. Edikang Ikong. This is the vegetable. You can see how fresh and green it is. Yes, we are making Edikang Ikong soup. You see how finely chopped it is? You cook it until the water is dry. The water has to be dry. You cannot find water inside Edikang Ikong. Then you put your crayfish, okay, enough crayfish, then stir it properly to mix it. Let me tell you something, crayfish is the basis for Edikang Ikong. You have to have enough. You cannot even like manage crayfish at all. I love to use fresh pepper because it gives it that fresh taste. Okay, then you stir it properly, then you put in your meat and all the gbogbo that you're using to cook. I'm doing assorted Edikang Ikong soup. Okay, so you put everything in there. You can see that there is no meat in the stock. Do you understand? No, sorry, no stock in the meat. It's just all dried up. Then you mix it properly and then put your palm oil. Yes, do not be telling me, oh, too much palm oil. Edikang Ikong, you have to put that palm oil because that's what gives it that rich look. You can see. Then put your seasoning, just a required quantity. Then put more crayfish. Like I said, you need a lot of crayfish in this soup. You cannot even come and say, oh, I don't have a lot of crayfish. Then put in your ugu leaf, okay, that is dried out. Okay, like squeeze, not dried, squeeze, because we don't want water inside of it. Reduce the heat because you don't want it to be overly cooked. This vegetable has to be fresh, like when you're eating it, and you have to get all the nutrients. That is what we're talking about. You can see now, you can see. Don't say I didn't teach you something. Don't go and making that watery Edikang Ikong and call it Edikang. That's just vegetable soup. See, let me tell you something. If you cook watery Edikang Ikong and give to your husband, he can divorce you and he's licensed to divorce you. Yes. Don't be cooking nonsense and call it Edikang Ikong. Call it vegetable soup, not Edikang Ikong. And thank